Hi. So today I want to do something a little different. It's something that's been on my mind and something that I know that we all hear often, which is that everything is energy, including us, right? So when I think of that, I get it. I'm like, okay, everything is energy, everything vibrates. It's the universal law. Yet, what does that mean? How do we see our energy um, manifest or become real? And I've noticed that the more and more people I speak to are unfamiliar with their own energy. And, if we want to go out and change the world, then we have to know how we operate so that we can help others do the same. So, the first thing was that I came across a really awesome book that helped me put this idea together. It's called The Light Shall Set You Free. It's an excellent book. And that's really where I started to tap into this information of what our energy is and how it works. So, what I've done is I've put it on a whiteboard that you probably can't see because black marker wasn't working. So, it'll be nice and colorful. And it's really a description of how our energy works and what it means when our energy becomes real. Like, how do we see it? How do we know that it's us creating it, right? So I'll start with what our energy really is, which when you look over here, you're a little star or a big star, and this energy is you, right? So our energy is composed of the same thing. So everyone has the same type of energy, let's say. So the first thing are thoughts, right? So our energy is thoughts. The second is feelings. Then it goes into words and then actions. So, okay, thoughts, feelings, words, actions. And then those thoughts become visions, right? Our thoughts, we start imagining things and having dreams and visions. So that's how those thoughts are created. And then the feelings turn into emotion. So we all know that everyone experiences emotions, whether they're positive or negative, yet they generate from feelings. Feeling is actually the way that the soul speaks. That's the language of the soul. Okay, so then we go into words, and those words, once we start to speak them, once we have an idea and we get excited about it, those words become decrees, and we start to claim it, we start affirming it, we start declaring it. So the more and more we declare it, the more and more we manifest it, right? Because all that vibration that we're sending out through our words, it turns into actions and things. So once the action becomes real, and once it's done, then it becomes a thing, right? And then that's us. All of that is what we're composed of, right? So you may notice he has some spirals going up and down, and those spirals are what are called chakras. So our energy is then filtered and distributed through our chakras, and there are 7 main chakras, and that'll be a separate video. So those energy centers start to filter our energy, and they equal what we call the law of attraction, manifestation, synchronicity, spiritual lessons. Because let's face it, everything that we do is connected actually to a spiritual lesson, because we're spiritual beings having a human experience, right? So, that's a clear indication that we're spiritual beings having human experiences, because that energy is really what connects us and starts to send and receive information. That's what energy is. Light is information, energy is information. So we're constantly sending and receiving information that is in the ether, right? And once we start to pick it up, our energy centers, like our chakras, start to filter it, depending on what kind of energy it is, whether it's related to family or work, creativity, sexuality, spirituality, intuition, whatever aspect of our life is happening, our energy centers are filtering and distributing that energy appropriately. And then that's why it's so important to keep our energy clear, so that it can do it appropriately. Because if we allow a lot of negative and heavy energy within our energy centers, they become blocked. So then we can become stagnant, and a whole bunch of different things can happen when our energy is blocked. And once again, that'll be a separate video, because chakras are fascinating. So that's the gist of how our energy works, and really start to focus on your thoughts. What are you creating with your thoughts? What are they creating? Where's your imagination going? What words are you using? What feelings and emotions are you feeling when you're thinking of those things? And then what actions are you taking so that you can create the reality that you want and that you deserve, right? So that's all for today. I hope that helped, and let me know if you have any feedback. Namaste.